So on this side of the dispensary are all the most common remedies, starting with A there, right through to Z. It's about 800 of the most common remedies here. We have a lot more downstairs, which I can show you later, but these are the most commonly used ones. And so it's easily accessible for the dispensers. And we have these dispensing desks, which are raised up, which makes it very, very easy to do the medication, which I'll show you in a minute. But all the specialist homeopathic pharmacists generally store their medicating potencies in these boxes. It just saves so much space. But the principle is still the same. You start off with the low potencies, and then the potencies go all the way through, right from the mother tincture right up to the MM. And we still use corks for the potencies that are commonly used. And the intermediary or back potencies, as we call them, are usually in screw tops to prevent them from evaporating. So this is some Agaricus mother tinctures, not a particularly coloured one. So you can see there the mother tincture, and then we've got the 1X here. And we've got 3X there. Again, it loses its colours fairly fast in the dilution. 4X, 5X, 6X, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We go up to 12X. And then with the C scale, we've got the 6C that's commonly used, and there's the 5C. So when that tube is finished, we can replenish it by using doing dilution with the 5C and so on. You can see 2930, 199 200, 999 1M, 999 and 10M, and then 50M and the CM. So that's the general schema. And these liquids are all in 90% ethanol, which means they can wet any sugar form without melting them. And I can show you the dilution process. That's what I want. So let me show you the principle. So we use these tubes, these 5mm borosilicate tubes, and then these dispensers, they are calibrated so they will dispense 99 drops. So we don't have to count 99 drops every time, because the unit is the drop. So there's some Berberis tincture, which is a very, very, very coloured one. Berberis 2X. So let's say we want to make another Berberis 6C. So we've got our 5C here, and then we make the drop using the cork to form it. And the size of that drop would always be the same size because of the surface tension of the alcohol. And so we use a cork, and then we use a firm but elastic object, for example a leather-bound book. Hahnemann famously used a leather-bound Bible. We have a few of those knocking around, and then we do this succussion. So we do 20 succussions. So what happens is that it gets diluted and mixed, but it also has a bang, has a succussion to it, and that's the process. And then, so this is a 6C. So then to make a 7C, do the same again. Deliver 99 drops, and then just another drop to form. So that's your 1 in 100 dilution. And then we use another cork. And for example, would be the 7C. And so this is the Hahnemannian way of diluting and succussing, with using separate tubes at every stage. So it takes about 45 minutes to do a 30C. It would take quite a few hours to do 200 by hand. Of course, one end would take many, many days, and so the 200s and above are always made by machine. And I can show you a machine that we've got a bit later. So that's the principle of the potentization. And then for the practical work we do most of the time here, apart from replenishing potencies or sometimes making up new remedies from scratch, is medicating different solid dosage forms in different sizes. So we already have bottles pre-filled with different forms. So these are the pills that people are familiar with in various sizes. These are small granules. No, these are number 3 pills. These are slightly smaller. And then we have the soft tablets, the lactose type tablets. So we have all these pre-filled. The principle is basically adding as much of this 90% alcohol, very high volatile alcohol, to the bottle in order to wet all the pills in it. And you actually don't need very many. So I think for this size, actually three drops is enough. And give it a shake. And then, because it's so volatile, in an hour or so, all of the pills absorb the medication. And we've tested this by using dyes to see that they all get wetted and they all get evenly distributed. And so different solid dosage forms need different amounts of drops, so we have a whole chart about how to medicate. So that's where you're putting the active ingredient or the potency into a solid dosage form, in this case pills. Yeah. It does take a little time to even out. And then it's just a matter of labelling, so we're getting orders coming in with the labels already done. And we've got quite a few today. So, and then here we have, although these are the most common, mainly polycrest, we have the most common remedies here. So we've got aconite to urins. Those are already in front of people, so they're working easy with the most common potencies in front of them. Yeah. So most of the people we have working here are homeopaths, so they can dispense and also they can give advice in the phone. So people get rotated into to helping people in the shop and on the phones. Yeah.